Future perfect continuous tense with examples. Future perfect continuous tense. When to use. An action which is going to begin in the future and is going to continue for a period. Example, he will have been playing the guitar for next 6 months. She will have been teaching for 10 years by the next month. We will have been teaching for 1 hour by 12 pm. You will have been learning till you get a new job. Future perfect continuous tense. How to write. Subject, helping verb, verb and rest of the sentence. I, you, we, they, he, she, it will have been. Verb in present participle and rest of the sentence. This is the common format for future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense. How to write affirmative form. Subject, helping verb, verb in present participle and rest of the sentence. I will have been teaching for 10 years. You will have been teaching for 10 years. We will have been teaching for 10 years. They will have been teaching for 10 years. He will have been teaching for 10 years. She will have been teaching for 10 years. It will have been teaching for 10 years. Future perfect continuous tense. How to write negative form. Subject, helping verb, not, verb in present participle and rest of the sentence. I won't have been teaching for 10 years. You won't have been teaching for 10 years. We won't have been teaching for 10 years. They won't have been teaching for 10 years. He won't have been teaching for 10 years. She won't have been teaching for 10 years. It won't have been teaching for 10 years. Future perfect continuous tense. How to write question. Helping verb, subject, verb in present participle and rest of the sentence. Will I have been teaching for 10 years? Will you have been teaching for 10 years? Will we have been teaching for 10 years? Will they have been teaching for 10 years? Will he have been teaching for 10 years? Will she have been teaching for 10 years? Will it have been teaching for 10 years? Future perfect continuous tense. How to write negative question. Helping verb, subject, not, verb in present participle and rest of the sentence. What I have been teaching for 10 years. What you have been teaching for 10 years. What we have been teaching for 10 years. What they have been teaching for 10 years. What he have been teaching for 10 years. What she have been teaching for 10 years. What it have been teaching for 10 years. Future perfect continuous tense. How to write question tags. Subject, helping verb, verb in present participle, rest of the sentence and tag. I will have been teaching for 10 years. Won't I? You will have been teaching for 10 years. Won't you? We will have been teaching for 10 years. Won't we? They will have been teaching for 10 years. Won't they? He will have been teaching for 10 years. Won't he? She will have been teaching for 10 years. Won't she? It will have been teaching for 10 years, won't it? Future perfect continuous tense. How to write negative question tags. Subject, helping verb, not verb in present participle, rest of the sentence, and tag. I won't have been teaching for 10 years, will I? You won't have been teaching for 10 years, will you? We won't have been teaching for 10 years, will we? They won't have been teaching for 10 years, will they? He won't have been teaching for 10 years, will he? She won't have been teaching for 10 years, will she? It won't have been teaching for 10 years, will it? Future perfect continuous tense. Exercise. Write in 6 forms. They will have been living in London for next 10 years. Subscribe and comment your answers. Thank you.